Okay, been a little while since we've been out in the shop. I screwed up my back and that just waylaid me for a week. But anyways, we're back at it. We're doing the bike lift. It's been a lot of figuring out and fooling around and trial and error, but we've got it to the stage now where we're doing our airbag lift test, and we'll bring you along so you can see what we got going. So I'm going to turn this around again there, and we'll show you what we got going on. So we've manufactured a frame inside a frame that's going to roll back to the ground and put the bike chock onto the ground. So our next test will be with the winch, but right now we've got the airbag mounted and the hinge mounts mounted. Everything's just kind of tacked into place for now. So we're going to put some air to her and see how things work, if it's going to work as planned, so that we don't have to work at getting the bike off the truck. Gravity will take its course and do it for us. So again, today we got buddy Shane.
Hi everybody.
In the shop. You want to put some air to her and let's see what happens. So I got her set at 20 pounds there. Just slowly turn the main valve on, and I'll get ready to catch this thing. So here we go. Test one complete, rack just the airbag. Just turn the main valve slowly on, Shane. Turn it down, up. And here she goes. The airbag rising up. All right, that worked as planned. And then this is going to roll back like so. Oh, my tacks are in the way. Okay, I have to modify a couple tacks here to clear it. But then she's going to come back and roll down like so with the winch. And when this gets out to the bottom, she's going to go to the ground and roll down to there. And then the sled will work its way down to the ground. And that'll allow us to take the bike off and work it in reverse. Now I know there's lifts out there similar to this. The Rampage is one of them. But we're trying to improve on that. I don't want to have to pull and tug and jerk the back of it to get it to roll back. So that's why we went with an airbag lift to give us some angle. And we're also going to see if we can figure out some automatic locks for each stage, if we can, to go into place and save having to pin it all the time in the different stages. So just making a few improvements if possible. But so far the plan's coming together and it's working as described. So till we get to the next stage, we'll pause this for now and go and work on getting the winch part hooked up and seeing if we can make it work that way. All for now. Okay, we come back with part two of this lift. It seems to be working more or less. We got a few bugs to work out, but we're gonna do a little typical redneck trial here and see how this is gonna work and show you guys how it is. So I'm gonna hand the camera to the other half and she can do this while we run the equipment. So here it goes. So you want to just follow them. Oh, and this would be my great nephew Tabor and my nephew Dennis, who is going to be the guinea pigs for this. And of course, you've already seen Shane.
Yep, still here.
So here we go. And that's how we're going to load our Harley. And it works the same in reverse. We just got a few bugs to work out and we'll be all set. Okay, we're back with a little update on our lift. We have now made up these mechanisms, lock systems, so this semi-automatically locks and unlocks when we want to load the bike. So we'll give you a little rundown on how it works here. So we're going to put her up with some air, external sources, as we just don't have the truck set up yet. So there the lift lifts up, as you can see, and puts this on a slope. So now we're going to run out the lift so that we could theoretically load the bike. So when it gets out, it's going to go down and it's going to come to a stop. We're going to release that handle right there. We're going to let it the rest of the way down. That releases the other mechanism, which causes the main frame to automatically lock against the truck. And when it gets to the bottom, you'll see that handle there automatically lock right there, which locks the sled to the bottom. And here's Dennis working away while we're making videos and playing. Good job, Dennis.
Somebody has to do it.
I know. So, when we go to load the bike, you have to have the sled locked. Let me zoom that out. You have to have the sled locked at the bottom, otherwise the wheel chock will push ahead. As well, with that being locked at the bottom, so that the whole thing can't slide ahead, we need a way to have this locked to the truck. So this arm then will come back against here, and then that will stop everything from going up. So then when it comes up, we load the bike, we release that handle, we start pulling the bike up, the bike comes up, and everything else is automatic. So let's go back around to where I can get to my winch again and show you how everything comes up automatically. So we release the handle at the bottom and we pull the winch in. So you'll see as this comes up how this mechanism here will all work automatically. That shoves it over, releases it from the trailer. The other one drops down in behind. And that locks it so it's ready to come back and put it back out. We drop down into place. We will have to put guides on the side, but we need the bike on for that for pivot point. And then she's going to come up. Just stop her up here in her home position. You release the air and it goes back down. Sorry if my voice is bad. Shane made me sick. So I have a bad voice. And that's how that all works automatically. So one other thing I want to show you is, well, I've got this update going, is for building these things, we've made all the toolboxes and we're cutting them all out of 12 gauge steel for the insides of the toolboxes. So figuring out how the best way to cut this plate steel was, come up with this blade that you put in the skill saw. It's called a Diablo Steel Demon, and it works fantastic. So for anybody that wants to cut thinner gauge steel, it says it'll do the 1/4 inch for this particular blade in the little saw. But I'll tell you, for this 12 gauge so far is all we've cut with it. I'm going to be doing the 10 gauge when we do the sides. But for right now with this one, it works fantastic. Cuts fast, cuts clean, gives you straight cuts. Basically no grinding to it afterwards. You just knock the burrs off, and you got yourself a bunch of nice plates cut out of it. As you can see, the parts and pieces we have cut already for these toolboxes. And so far I've cut 2 plates up, 2 4x8 sheets, and it is still working perfectly fine. So anyways, that's our update here for this time. And we'll let you go at that, and see you next time.